What's up, you guys? Today we're back with the Z71 and we're going to be working on the upper control arms, the Mazzulla control arms. On that side, on the passenger side, we're feeling a wobble. So we lift the truck up from that side and you can see the wheel rock back and forth. So we need to replace these on the control arm. It's the first time doing this, so we're going to see how this goes. We're going to jack up the truck on the passenger side. Before we take off the wheel, we're going to try to show you how it rocks back and forth. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but I'm going to take off this wheel and then I'm going to try to show you again with the wheel off. At first we thought that the plate was on the actual pin that goes through the knuckle, but once you move this, you guys won't be able to see it much, but you could actually tell that it's this what's moving. So the socket for this bolt, it's a 13 millimeter 13-point socket. I think it's a 13 point. So we're gonna go ahead and take this bolt off. We do have the truck supported on the lower control arm. So I don't think there should be any. By holding the nut under this pin, we were able to break it loose from the control arm, and we have to remove this Allen bolt to get the brake line off of the control arm so we can swing it up. Because if we remove the knuckle from this, it's gonna put a lot of tension on the brake line. That set aside. Okay. Leave it like that for a bit. And you can see that there's one of those clips in here, which takes one of these tools to remove. See if I could do it with one hand. I have to find a way to hold the control arm up while I pull this off. We finally got this off. This was our struggle, getting this. So now I think this should fall out. I can hit it with something from the top. There you go. So this is what we need to get out. And there's play in here. So now I have to get this on the vise and hit this with an impact to get it off of this. Wish I could show you guys how much play this has. It's very minimal, but it's enough to mess with the wheel movement. We were able to break this loose on the vise. So this bolt comes off, and this piece comes off, and the top part should come out like that. So this is the part that has the play. I know the camera isn't gonna be able to get it, but very minimal. So the new one doesn't have that play. It has something in there that prevents it from moving like that. But before we put that new piece in, we're gonna hit this with the red Scotch-Brite just to get any of the debris out. And we're gonna hit the edge right here with this pick to get any of that debris out. So now we're gonna slide this in, and the old one had these letters right there. I had them on facing down, so that's how we're gonna insert this new one. I don't know if it matters or not, but just to be safe, we'll get a mallet. Now that we have it all the way in, we're gonna insert this clip back in. Hopefully it doesn't give us a hard time again. Now that that new Uniball is in, we're going to insert this pin, and it is recommended on the instructions to apply anti-seize. We're gonna put a little bit of anti-seize on it. We did this the first time when we installed these arms. And also on this one, on this little piece right here, we're gonna put a little bit all around. It's like, and insert this from the top. And it's also recommended to have some on the bolt, but the bolt already has some from the first time and we installed these arms, so we're just gonna leave it like that. We're not gonna put some new intakes these on. Now we're gonna insert the whole pin into the knuckle like that. This bottom nut should be at 60 foot-pounds, and for this bolt up here, this one should be at 80 foot-pounds. So it says on the instructions to use a ratchet strap to put some tension on that bolt so it won't spin. You have to ratchet strap the upper control arm and the lower control arm together, and then it should give you some tension, well, enough tension to torque that bolt. We have the ratchet strap on the front side of the control arm. And now we're going to torque this to 80. Needs more tension. Still turning. I think we're going to do the lower nut first before we torque the top. The bottom nut tight. Now let's see if we can torque this to 80. There you go. This is how we have the ratchet strap. We just looped it and then hooked it to the other hook on the other side of the ratchet, and we just got it tight. So now this is all back together. Now we can put the little cover back on. So we're gonna do the same thing to the driver's side. We're just not gonna record it because it's the same exact thing. Everything we did to the passenger side, we're gonna do to the driver's side. The only thing that gave us a hard time was that little clip. We don't have a nice set of these pliers, so it was kind of difficult to get it with this and then having to stick the flathead screwdriver on there. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna slap the wheel back on and we're done. Check us out on Instagram at @Yonke_OXC Films. I'll leave that in the description down below. Catch you on the next one.